Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Lifestyle Sports. It's AI from the 210. We have a lot to get into today. Of course, we got to get into the playoffs. But first and foremost, I have to congratulate Jokic for winning his MVP award. It's been announced. Jokic has won this year's MVP. He played well. He played all the games this year. After Murray got hurt on his team, he continued to take Denver to a great record. So Jokic did his thing. And plus, he's the first center to win since Shaq. So shout out Jokic. You know what I'm saying? He handled business. I got to show my congratulations to him. I do like his game. Another person I want to discuss, shout out Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Chris Paul definitely could have got the MVP this year if it was based not only on numbers. Chris Paul's impact is always felt, and he has the Suns rolling. So with that being said, if Chris Paul wins a championship, is it okay to put him as a top 5 point guard in NBA history? Would that be fair to say? So I'm gonna go ahead and run through my top 5 list of point guards of all time. So let's say, since the Suns are rolling, let's say Chris Paul gets it this year. If he gets it, at number 5, I have Chris Paul. Chris Paul is an 11-time All-Star. He's an All-Star Game MVP winner. He made 4 All-NBA first teams, and he's a 4-time assist leader. That's a pretty good resume for a point guard. To me, I put him at number 5 if he wins this championship. Everywhere he goes, the teams get better, so I would have Chris Paul at number 5. At number 4, I have Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook recently broke the record for the most triple-doubles in NBA history. He's a 9-time All-Star. He won the All-Star Game MVP award twice, and he's won an NBA MVP award. So Russell's killing. That's a phenomenal resume. He always gives it 110% on that court. He goes hard. He plays hard. Only thing he's missing is that championship. There's still some time for him to get it, so we got to see, and that'll definitely put him in a deserving spot, definitely. At number 3, I have Isaiah Thomas. Shout out to the bad boy Piston, Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? One of the great players that showed that size doesn't matter. It's about the heart, not the size of the man, but the size of the plan. So Isaiah Thomas, 2-time champ, back-to-back winner with the Pistons, back-to-back champion. Not many people or teams have won back-to-back. Shout out Isaiah Thomas. He won a Finals MVP award. He's a 12-time NBA All-Star. And he won the All-Star Game MVP award 2 times. So you have to show love to Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? He set the tone for a lot of point guards we see today who get to take control of the team. So he did his thing. Shout out Isaiah Thomas. At number 2, I have none other than Steph Curry. When we look at Steph Curry's amazing resume, he's a 3-time NBA champ, a 2-time NBA MVP award winner. One of them was unanimous. He's a 2-time scoring champion, and last but not least, the best shooter of all time. Arguably, but we know he's the best shooter of all time. Steph just pull up from anywhere. Steph is amazing. He just won the scoring title this year, so he's still adding to his list of awards and accomplishments. Maybe he can get number 1. We have to see. He still has more of his career to play, but he's built himself a nice resume. At number 1, of course, I have none other at number 1 than the great Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, 5-time NBA champ, 3-time Finals MVP award winner, a 3-time NBA MVP winner, and 9-time All-NBA first team. Hands down, you got to give it to Magic Johnson. The way he controlled the tempo, tall point guard, you could put him anywhere. He knows how to get everybody involved. He was just a star, just bigger than what he played on the court. Shout out Magic Johnson. He comes in at number 1. That's my top 5 point guards of all time. The first game we're going to get into is game 2, round 2, the 76ers versus the Hawks. The Sixers will get this win, 118-102. Shout out Joel Embiid, had a monster game. Embiid made his statement. It could be because Jokic got that MVP, because Embiid also was in the running for MVP, and he definitely played very well this season. Definitely did his thing. So this game, he got 40 points and 13 rebounds. Embiid let it be known he's not playing. Shout out Tobias Harris, had 22 points. That's also a good game from Tobias. When we go to the Hawks, Trae Young had 21 points and 11 assists. Decent game from Trae. I mean, it's a good game, but his impact in this game wasn't felt like the previous game. They held him down to, he might have scored about 11 points in the first half. I know it was something near that as comparison to the last game where he was already hot in the first half. So they were able to slow him down. Gallinari had 21 points and 9 rebounds off the bench. Shout out Gallinari. He did his part. It was a pretty decent game until the fourth quarter. Shake Milton came out there for the Sixers. Shout out Shake Milton. He played a big role scoring a few big buckets to secure that lead and make sure the Hawks weren't able to catch up. One thing that stood out to me was that the Sixers were able to force 18 turnovers, and they only had 8. So forcing them 18 turnovers, they were able to score 28 points off turnovers. So on top, they converted when they need to. They held Atlanta down. We're going to see if Atlanta can respond. Next game is important, game 3. They're tied 1-1. This could be a big deciding factor. We'll see they go back to the A. We know how Trae Young feels about the A when they get back. So we're going to see. We're going to see. The next game we're going to get into is round 2, game 1. The Clippers versus the Jazz. The Jazz went ahead and got the first win of the series, 112-109. Donovan Mitchell, killing, dogged him out there, 45 points. There was no stopping Donovan Mitchell. Ever since the injury from the playoffs, he's come back. Ever since he missed that first game, ever since he's been hooping, Donovan Mitchell letting it be known it's not going to be no easy series. Shout out San Antonio's own Jordan Clarkson, 18 points off the bench, 6th man of the year. You know I got love for Jordan Clarkson, San Antonio's own. Keep putting on for the city. When we go to the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard had 23 points. Decent game from Kawhi. Paul George had 20 points and 10 rebounds. You know, that's decent as well. Shout out Paul George. When we go back to Donovan Mitchell, we can't look over Donovan Mitchell's game. When we go back to that, he took off in the second half, scoring 32 points of his 45 in the second half. So he turned it on when it mattered most. Got to give him credit. The Jazz took the lead and maintained it, going on that 21-9 run in the fourth quarter. When they went on that run, the Clippers had a hard time coming back. They did, though. They did. They had opportunity. Morris took that shot, but Gobert was there, had a great block at the end of the game to stop the Clippers from tying the game. So Gobert handled his business. We know he's a great defensive player. So that was a good block from Gobert. And we'll see what the Clippers can do next game. They're still in Utah. And Utah's hooping right now. But if the first game was close, the Clippers can't be mad. They were in a good spot. So we'll see. There's just a few adjustments. They may get game 2. Well, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of The Lifestyle Sports. It's AI from the 210. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, follow on IG at The Lifestyle Sports and at Allen Iverson, ALAN Iverson. Till next time.